Have you ever heard of Romesco sauce? It's a traditional Spanish red pepper sauce made with, of course, red peppers and almonds, toasted almonds. Let me show you how to make it. We're going to serve our Romesco sauce today with some shrimp that we've roasted and some toast. I want to show you how easy it is to roast shrimp. Once you do it like this, you'll never go back to boiling. I've got about 1/2 pound of large shrimp right here. I just took them out of my fridge and they're peeled and deveined. I'm going to put them right on a parchment-lined sheet tray. And when I do that, I'm going to keep them all together in the middle because I'm going to season this shrimp a little bit before it goes in. I'm going to use my olive oil sprayer and just spray it just a little bit with some olive oil. Next up, I'm going to put one of my favorite Spanish spices, and that is smoked paprika. Smoked paprika is like bacon without bacon. They use those same paprika peppers they use in Hungary to make regular paprika, except for they smoke them before they dry them and powder them. So they have the most wonderful smell. Okay, so I've got just about 1/2 teaspoon on my roasted shrimp here, or my shrimp that I'm going to roast here. And then next up, I'm just going to put some sea salt. So there we go. Now I'm going to spread my shrimp out on my parchment, and then I'm going to pop them in the oven. So here we go. They're nice and separated now, and they're going to go right in the oven. I'm going to put the shrimp in the oven on the middle shelf. It's a 400-degree oven. It's been preheated. After about 6 minutes, the shrimp are going to be firm and opaque and delicious and ready to eat. I can't wait. Yum! Okay, now we're going to make the Romesco sauce. And as I said, it's a roasted red pepper sauce. And y'all, this is such a cool sauce because it's traditional. And when I say traditional, I mean it was been made for many, many hundreds of years in Spain. And the reason I know it's traditional is because it's made with bread. It's not made with flour. Because in the olden days, they would never use flour to thicken a sauce. They would always use leftover bread. So I've got some of our toasts here. I'm just gonna put them in a bowl, and then I'm gonna use that ingredient we used a little earlier that's so delicious, the sherry vinegar. Spain's answer to balsamic is what I like to call it. And I love to shake up my vinegar with using a little bit of sherry instead of balsamic all the time. So there we go. Oh my gosh, that sherry vinegar smells so good. I'm gonna set this aside while I talk to you, and I wanna make sure I get that bread all fully coated. While I talk to you a little bit about our red peppers. Look at this, y'all. These are roasted red peppers, and this is what you're looking for when you roast them yourself. You want to roast your own red peppers because they're less expensive, they don't have any oil or any preservatives or anything like that on there, and they're so good. They will fill your whole house with the smell of roasting red peppers, and that's so awesome. Y'all, when I'm in Spain and I go to the market, that's the smell I smell. Okay, so let me show you how easy it is to do this. I've got a big old red pepper here. The first thing I'm gonna do is just cut the top and the bottom off the pepper and set those aside right now. I'm gonna make a slit down the side of the pepper, and then I'm gonna open it up and pull out the insides. Now it's ready to go right in the oven. I'm gonna take a couple of more of the ribs and seeds out, and I'm gonna put it under the broiler. It will take about 3 or 4 minutes under the broiler, and you see what it looks like when it's finished. I use aluminum foil on purpose for this because when it comes out I make a little package out of the aluminum foil and let it steam until I can touch the peppers. But I don't have to do that right now because they're already cool. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take my beautiful red peppers. I'm gonna move these aside so you guys can see this a little bit better. And I'm just gonna take the skin off of them. And look how easy it is to take the skin off the peppers when they've been roasted like that. Oh my gosh, they smell so good. So here we go, roasted red peppers in. And y'all, I would never, ever waste the tops and bottoms. So of course those are gonna go in as well. You don't have to be real persnickety about taking off all the skin. I like that little burned brown spot. Never put them underneath the water, running water to get the skin off. You don't mind, it doesn't matter whether you have a little bit of that black skin on there. So here we go. Look how fast this is. I've got 2 ginormous red peppers already going into my food processor. So the next thing I'm gonna put in after I get the red peppers done is I am going to put in, ooh, that's messy. I'm gonna grab my towel and wipe my hands off just a little bit. Okay, the next thing I'm gonna put in here is some almonds. Okay, so these are roasted almonds, just like I roasted the walnuts earlier. 400-degree oven on a sheet pan, right in with my peppers. Now I'm going to take some olive oil. So extra virgin olive oil from Spain, it's going in as well. And some tomato paste. And y'all, when you use your tomato paste, if you're only using a couple tablespoons, which is what this recipe calls for, don't forget tomato paste freezes great. So just put it in a Ziploc bag, put it in your freezer, label it and date it. There's that smoked paprika right in there. And then last but not least, we're gonna put some more sherry vinegar right into our food processor. And here's our beautiful bread. And see how it's soaked up all the vinegar that I put in it earlier? So there we go, right into the food processor. This is gonna be loud, and we're gonna zhuzh it just a little bit until it ends up fading. Look at this gorgeous Romesco sauce. Oh, and it smells divine. Okay, here we go. I'm gonna put some out. Remember I said that I was gonna serve it up with toast. So some toast, just like the toast that we used with our vinegar. Okay, so there we go. And now, you know what? My shrimp that's been roasting is gonna be done. So I'm gonna grab it out of the oven. So there is my smoked paprika shrimp. I'm gonna take some of my beautiful shrimp and put it out with my toast and my Romesco. Look at this, y'all. Isn't that just gorgeous? Wow. What a dinner. Of course, this would be an appetizer too, but I love it for dinner. Just all that beautiful shrimp and the smoked paprika and the Romesco. So it's ready for dinner. I'm so excited. I can't wait to eat it.